Hey everybody, you join me on this superb Lancashire October morning, just done the school run with the kids. I just wanted to talk about a couple of bits really. So basically I've been nominated for YouTuber of the Month, which I'm very humbled to be to even sort of get a mention, but I think I wanted to use this as an opportunity to talk about a couple of other things and other people as well. So I didn't even know what YouTuber of the Month was. I only heard about it maybe a few weeks ago. I think Retro Red Steve, I think he must have been nominated because he had mentioned it, and I thought, oh, don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty cool. And then this other lad, Scott, Sega Zombie, just kind of commented on a couple of my vids, and I just knew him as Sega Zombie, and I subbed him back, started watching some of his stuff, and the penny dropped. So I was very surprised, but David Tyler, he's won this this month for October, and many congratulations to him. Really nice guy, and his stuff's a bit tongue-in-cheek, doesn't take himself too seriously, so it's exactly my sort of channel to watch. He does some really cool pickups and stuff. But yeah, he had won, and he nominated 5 people to sort of carry the torch, so to speak, for next month. So yeah, so what I wanted to use this as an opportunity really, I guess just to give those guys a shout out. So I'll link, I'll try and link it in the description below, but basically it'd mean a lot to me if we all use this as an opportunity to just check each other out and check each other's channels out and stuff really. I got into this because I just really enjoyed watching YouTube. I really struggled at first to find channels that interested me, because there's just so much rubbish out there. But surely and slowly enough, just cross the road, surely and slowly enough, I found like-minded retro gamers and started watching really cool stuff. There was a bit of a gap in the market, I guess, with regular Master System stuff, which is what I enjoy. That's the system I grew up with, and that's what I'm about, if you watch my channel. So that's what kind of made me get involved in stuff around the Master System Challenge that you see every week that annoys the hell out of everyone. And I do some pickups, I'm collecting for a full set and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so, and that's what it's all about really. I just wanted to kind of use this opportunity to spread the love a little bit, So the other guys that have been nominated, I'll give them a quick mention now. I'll talk a little bit about what I know, and yeah, I'm not telling you to just sub them for the sake of subscribing blindly, but if you were to go and check out maybe one of their videos, leave a little comment, and if you like what you see, then yeah, give them a sub. That's how it works, I guess. That's how we all grow, and for our betterment. So I think if we can have the opportunity to all I suppose move in the same direction, as well as a bit of friendly competition, I guess that's what it's all about. So the other 4 guys that have been nominated, along with myself, the first 2 honestly I hadn't heard of, and I'm so pleased to find a couple of new people that it's like finding a fiver down the back of the sofa, isn't it? It's brilliant. So the first one is Retro Ram, which is a pretty cool name if you ask me. I only watched one of his videos, but he'd been given he obviously knows Retro Ed quite well, I think, because he'd been sent some stuff from Retro Ed, and he's just talking about it really, very level-headed, and just a good guy, to be fair. So yeah, check him out. The other guy was trying to think, Time Warp James, and I checked out one of his video responses, which, yeah, interesting. He seems like quite a charismatic, sort of gregarious sort of chap. So yeah, I really enjoyed watching that vid. I'm going to check a couple more out this afternoon when I get a bit more time after work. The other two guys I know very well. So the first one is Clint. Clint's a good guy. He's not been YouTubing very long, but his stuff is solid, and it's just very normal, if that makes sense. It's like talking to a mate down the pub about your Master System stuff, and we've got that shared interest, I guess. The other one is Martin, or Get to Know. I think a lot of people probably know who Martin is because he's very vocal, very involved, and in the community and whatnot, in the retro gaming community. And yeah, he's just a solid guy. I quite like Martin's videos because he does a lot of Master System stuff, which interests me, but he also covers a few other systems like Amiga that I don't really know much about. So yeah, so they're the other guys. Please go and check them out. Yeah, I mean, regardless of whether I win, they win, you know, we all win if we use it as an opportunity like this. I just wanted to also add that a big thank you. It's probably quite a commitment from Scott, Sega Zombie, to put all this together. So if you get a chance, please check out some of Scott's other stuff. It's mainly Sega led, as you'd expect, but he's a pretty cool guy, very loud, very confident, and he's exactly the sort of chap that I enjoy watching. And then again, David Tyler, Games Hunter. Please check David out if you get the chance. His stuff, the pickup stuff he does is pretty cool. He's quite a good storyteller, which I really enjoy. So yeah, please go and do that. Now, I did say that I wanted to use this as an opportunity. I guess really to give a couple of other people shout outs and whatnot. So it'd be great to get the opportunity to properly nominate these guys, but you know, regardless of whether I do or I don't, I suppose I just wanted to give a shout out to 5 more people. So I won't go on for too long, but Zanoni Revived, or Andy, he and I probably started doing Master System stuff pretty much at the same time, and his YouTube content has just grown probably more in confidence. If you look at his first video to the ones he's doing now, he's so much more confident, and his passion probably eclipses mine, to be honest with you, with his knowledge around Master System and his involvement in probably the last 20 years. So please go and check out Andy. The second one is going to be a chap called Liam, or you might know him better as Gaming Master Race. Really cool stuff. His editing and the way that he explains himself, it is great. He gets involved in some of the Master System challenges. He gets involved. He does a lot on LMA Manager, which I used to play a bit back in the day as well, and he videos that. Just a cool guy. Thirdly, Sharka, or full name Coffee Hound Retro Sharka. So Sharka, really cool. Puts stuff out on Twitter all the time. Got more involved in YouTube, and I think had a YouTube channel anyway, but got so much more involved in YouTube probably more recently. What I really like about Sharka is all of the content that goes on about random systems. I grew up with Sega, but it's fantastic to see vids on games that you've genuinely never heard of on the Nintendo, and get commentary on what they're about and whatnot. Really cool. Number 4 is going to be Heaps of Games. Now, probably everybody knows about Heaps. he streams every Friday, which is cool. That's where I like to hang out with my Friday evenings. But some of his other vids on, he's just done one on Metroid Dread. He's done another on oh, what was it? The Thing, or the Ting, as he calls it, 'cause he's Irish. So yeah, so heaps, absolutely, you know, kudos to him. He's a really good. He is just under 1,000 subs, so he just about would fit the criteria. And then lastly, someone that's become, you know, a proper mate over the last year or two is Retro Red Steve. I mentioned him earlier because I hadn't even heard of YouTuber of the Month until I sort of watched Steve's videos. He kind of gets involved in everything. He mucks in on Twitter. How he ever gets any work done, I don't know. But but yeah, Steve's vids are awesome, and they're regular as well. So I really enjoy watching them. You know, 2-3 times a week, whether it's his pickups or he's talking about what he's had for his birthday. He gets involved, like I say, in the Master System Challenge. It's just great. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to witter on all morning. I'm going to leave it there. Please, if you get the chance, if you have time, check out some of those guys. I think I've mentioned about 12 guys there. So it's turned into a bit of a shout-outs video. It'd be great if you check all of those guys out. Don't forget to vote on Scott's channel in terms of YouTuber of the Month. I'd be, what's the word? I'd be honoured and privileged if I won. But that's not really what it's about. I just would really love to see more exposure for everybody else, and everybody come together and, yeah, just get more involved in everyone in the community and whatnot. So yeah, thank you ever so much. Have a great weekend. Another Master System Challenge coming in the morning. It's going to be solid, but we'll see how we get on. Guys, thanks very much. Cheers.